The Japanese imperial family, aiming to maintain its perpetual legacy, has passed down its throne for 126 generations, with dozens of generations involving inbreeding, primarily adhering to the principle of keeping wealth within the family. The relationship between the emperor and empress is either siblings, uncle and niece, or even includes the emperor bestowing the title of consort upon his own mother. The 25th emperor Murakuchi married his own mother, Kasuga no Omi, at the age of 10. The 16th emperor, Nintoku, went so far as to cause the death of his first wife, the empress, in his pursuit of his younger sister. The 41st emperor, woman named Jit, married her uncle. With generations of such disreputable lineage, it's a miracle the imperial family hasn't gone extinct. The 123rd emperor, Taisho, was notoriously mentally challenged, almost becoming a laughingstock worldwide. Taisho was the son of Emperor Meiji. 11 of his 15 brothers died young, leaving the throne vacant and falling to the mentally challenged Taisho. Not only was he mentally challenged, but he was also considered unattractive. Photos of the Japanese imperial family reveal that none of the princesses and princes are good-looking. Some have pointed faces and monkey-like features, while others have squinty eyes and protruding lower jaws. The emperors and princes are all quite short. Emperor Akihito is 1.62 meters tall. Emperor Naruhito is 1.63 meters tall, and Prince Fumihito, 1.73 meters, could be considered a giant. Most alarmingly, the current Japanese imperial family has an extremely thin line of offspring, having long since ceased to produce sons. Yet, the Japanese are deeply traditional, adhering to the principle of male succession, not female succession. Will the Chrysanthemum dynasty, which has lasted for 2,600 years, eventually die out? In truth, the Japanese imperial family's current predicament is entirely self-inflicted. From its ancestors onward, it has been abnormal, even its mythology incorporating elements of inbreeding. Legend has it that after the death of the Japanese mother goddess Izanami, her brother and husband Izanagi was constantly weeping. One day, unable to bear it any longer, he went to the underworld to inquire about his wife. Sure enough, Izanami, as a goddess, had not been scattered by spirit, but was imprisoned in the land of the dead and could not return. Izanagi pleaded, "Sister, we haven't had enough children yet. Come back with me and continue making babies." Izanami, upon hearing this, also wept. But having already eaten the food of the underworld, she could not easily return to the human world. She could only plead with the god of the underworld. She instructed her husband to wait at the gates of the underworld for a while, and absolutely not to enter during this time. Izanagi agreed, but the negotiation proved incredibly difficult. With no news of his wife, he grew increasingly anxious and finally, unable to resist, entered the land of the dead. What he saw shocked him. His once beautiful wife had become a horrifying sight. Izanami's body was covered in festering sores, and her face was oozing pus. Seeing this, Izanagi could no longer care about marital affection or sibling bond, and immediately turned and fled. Izanami, heartbroken, realized her previous vows were all false, and she commanded the spirits of the underworld to pursue and claim her life. But her brother was truly terrified, showing no regard for their past relationship, and simply pushed a large rock to block Izanami's path. He ignored his sister's furious outbursts on the other side of the rock, focusing only on his escape. Izanami, enraged and humiliated, could only unleash a curse. "For treating me like this, I will kill 1,000 of your people every day." Izanagi replied, "Then I will give birth to 1,500 children every day, and see who dies first." This is the origin of the Japanese concept of birth, aging, sickness, and death. After scrambling out of the underworld, Izanagi found himself filthy and disgusting, so he jumped into the river to bathe. His underwear transformed into mud balls rubbed off by the 12 great gods, and also into 4 great gods. One of them is Amaterasu, the sun goddess most worshipped by the Japanese. The current Japanese imperial family claims to be descendants of Amaterasu, with pure blood that is inviolable. When members of the imperial family are ill, they only receive their own blood transfusions, because transfusing blood from commoners would contaminate Amaterasu's bloodline. For this reason, the emperor regularly goes to the hospital to have his blood drawn and stored as a precaution. We cannot understand this, but the Japanese people truly worship the imperial family as a god.